Well, Monroe family who sued Jeep's parent company, Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, or FCA, after claiming their Jeep shut off on the highway, received a motion from a Michigan judge yesterday.
Some parts of the case are now moving to arbitration, while others, including accusations of fraud, will see a full trial.
Michael Sandlin joins us in studio with more tonight. Michael, what does this mean for the family and many other like them?
Well, Dan, Kaylee, PJ Phillips is just one of thousands across the country who had issues with the Grand Cherokee 4xE. That's a hybrid that now has recalls for 3 different models. In his case, his car had been in the shop since early this year, and he's been driving a junker while trying to prove his case in court. This week has been a big one for him, not only because of the judge's ruling, but also because FCA has finally provided a loaner. Even in the middle of a prolonged court battle, PJ Phillips still loves Jeep.
Yeah, made in Toledo, which is cool. So we get to, and that's the thing with Jeep, it's an iconic brand.
Phillips was showing me his new Wrangler FCA has loaned to him and over 91,000 other former 4xE owners affected by the recall.
Yeah.
An olive branch for all the headaches. For Phillips, it's a step in the right direction. Potentially a sign that the many legal battles against FCA, including his, are starting to work.
It just feels good knowing that they're finally starting to make it right,
But Phillips says the loaner car should only be the start. He still wants a full refund after everything his family has gone through, saying the 4xE he purchased was a lemon from the start.
The heat would go out, the radio controls would go out, the navigation would go out, the backup cameras would go out. The biggest one was when it turned off on my wife when she was driving on the highway. And that was the final straw. In court this week, a Michigan judge ruled on Phillips' multiple claims against FCA separately, saying the warranty violations will go to arbitration, but his claims of fraud, misrepresentation, and lack of consumer protection are now set for trial. We're not looking for anything crazy. We just want to have what's fair. Phillips says while he still loves Jeep, it's time for Jeep to start loving their customers back. They need to do what's right, and I think they're slowly doing it because it's maybe been a little bit of a PR nightmare for him. Now, Phillips isn't the only one fighting FCA in court either. A class action lawsuit is also going through the Michigan court system for any 4xE model that caught fire, and another for improper repair. Now, I reached out to FCA and Stellantis representatives. So far, I have yet to hear back. In studio, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.